Jai Sai Ram. In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says that whenever wrong and irreligious things will happen on earth, he will take an incarnation to set people on right path. He says, whenever the irreligion grows, then I take incarnation for the destruction of wicked. I take birth in different eras so that they walk on the right path and inspire us to go on the path of truth. In Chapter 5 of Science Satcharitra today, we'll be reading about the missions of the saints and Sai incarnation of Lord Krishna himself. That he came on earth to teach people that how they should be doing their duties and walk on the path of truth. We'll also be reading about the small details of Holy Shrine Shirdi as to where it is located and its whereabouts. We'll also go through a discussion where a Baba, Sai Baba's personality has been mentioned. Our Baba was very calm and composed. He was always meditating on Hari Brahma. Although he seemed to be indulged in the worldly affairs, he lived within the people, but his mind was very calm. He meditated on Hari. The name of Hari was always on his tongue. This chapter also has a small story about Goli Bua and his experience. Goli Bua was an old man who was a devotee of Lord Vitthal. He regarded Baba as an incarnation of Lord Vitthal and he loved him very much throughout his life. Apart from his experience, this chapter also has a small story of Taskanu, of how he is blessed by the appearance of Vitthal, by the blessings of Baba. Mission of Saints and Sign Incarnation. In shloka number 7 and 8 of 4th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says, whenever religion is subverted and irreligion grows, then I take incarnation. For establishment of religion, destruction of wicked, and for allaying the suffering of saints, I take birth in different eras. Sadhus and saints are the representative of God. They appear at the proper time and complete their incarnate work through the method of work. They show us the right direction and inspire us to go on the path of truth. Many saints like Nivritinath, Gyandev, Muktabai, Namdev, Gaura, Gunai, Ekanath, Tukaram, Narhari, Narsi Mehta, Sajan Kasai, Savanta Mali and Ramdas, etc. appeared in different times to direct us to the right path. And after all, Sai Baba of Shirdi took incarnation. Holy Shrine Shirdi, the banks of river Godavari at Ahmednagar are very fortunate where many saints have taken birth and numerous other found refuge there. Among those saints, Sri Gyaneshwar Maharaj was outstanding. Shirdi is situated at Kopargaon. After crossing the river Godavari, the way leads direct to Shirdi. After walking 8 miles, when you reach Neemgaon, Shirdi becomes visible from there. On the banks of river Krishna, among other shrines like Gangapur, Narsingwadi and Adambar, Shirdi is one of the famous shrines. As Damoji purified Mangal Veda near Pantharpur, Samarth Ramdas purified Sajjangarh, Tat Avatar Shri Narsingh Saraswati purified Vadi in the same way Shri Sainath taking incarnation purified Shirdi. Sai Baba's personality. The importance of Shirdi became special due to the proximity of Baba. He had been victorious on this worldly ocean which is very difficult to win. Calmness was his ornament and he was absolute form of knowledge. Vaishnava devotees always found refuge there. Among extreme charitable, he was equal to King Karan. He was the essence of all the essences. He had no interest in the worldly things. He always remained merged in himself. His heart was as clear as a glass. Nectar always used to shower from his mouth. Be it rich or poor, all were equal for him. He had no fear for respect or disrespect. He used to interact boldly. He used to live blindly with different types of people and used to dance with the dancers and used to listen to the ghazals and qawwalis as well. Sai Baba has interest in art. He loved all his devotees who came to offer him be it a leaf, water, prasad, the form of art. He always accepted all. Even after doing so much, his contemplation never broke. Name of Allah always used to remain on his lips. When the world used to be awake, he slept, and when world slept, he used to be awake. His heart was as calm as ocean. Nobody could find the extremity of the method of his work. For the sake of saying he lived at one place, but he had the knowledge about all the behaviors and the traits of the world. His court was strange. He used to perform much years daily, but his unbroken peace was never disturbed. He always used to sit by the side of wall of the mosque, and usually during the noon and evening he used to go for the walk to Landi and Chavdi and always remained self-centered. Even after being self-accomplished, he used to behave like a devotee himself. He was very kind, he was very humble and egoless. He always gave happiness to others. His importance became incomparable. As Gyaneshwar Maharaj purified Alandi and Sri Ekanath developed Pathan, the same status was granted to Shirdi by Sai Baba. For the devotees of Shirdi became second Pandharpur, Jagannath Puri, Dwarka Mai, Dwarka, Varanasi, Mahakaleshwara and Gokaran Mahabaleshwar. The very sight of Sai was the Veda mantra for the devotees, due to which the attachment reduced and the way of self-realization became easy. His sight was yoga sadhana, and by discussion with him used to destroy all the sins. Serving his feet was equal to Triveni, that is the Prayag, and by simply taking his Charna Amrit, all the wishes were fulfilled. His order was the order of Vedas for all, and heart became pure by taking Udi, the sacred ash from the Dhuni he burned, and Prasad, food offered to the god. He was Ram and Krishna for us, who granted us salvation. He was our Par-Brahma. He is always self-centered, conscious, and the idol of joy for us. Generally, Shirdi was his main headquarters, but the field of his work was spread up to the Punjab, Kolkata, North India, Gujarat, Dhaka and Konkan. The glory of Sai Baba was soon spread far and wide, and coming from different places, his devotees began to be profited from his sight. Only by seeing him, man used to get absolute calmness. May he be hearing, pure or impure. They experienced the same pleasure which they found by seeing Vitthal in Pandharpur. This is not an exaggeration. See the feeling of a devotee which is being narrated here in the story of Gauli Buba's experience. The sight of Baba makes his devotees calm. It's a special trait in our lives whenever we are disturbed, whenever the mind becomes very fickle. Just sit at front of him, talk to him at home, or go to a mandir, attend a aarti, any of these things. When you see into his eyes, you experience a special feeling of calmness, feeling that he is watching us and he knows what is going on and he surely is working upon us. One of the reasons why the duties and have been written in the Science Satcharitra is these are the guidelines by Baba. If we follow them, if we walk on the path of truth, he helps us. He helps us attain our goal, be it any goal. If it's right and if it's good and a healthy aim, he helps us. So whenever we see in his eyes, we see hope. And it's not only with me, but his devotees across, they go through the same experiences. Time to time, he makes us realize about his presence through the clues. Yes, we have to keep all our senses very sharp all the time. We have to observe our surroundings, and so we see him responding. His special traits that he never neglects his devotees. He makes it a point that every kid is a very special kid. When we go to Shirdi, we see thousands of people lined up just for the glimpse of a Baba. So what we think? That Baba, having so many devotees, he doesn't notice us. Baba says, it's written in the Science Satcharitra itself, that I know what you are doing. You be anywhere, here or anywhere in the world, he knows what we are doing. His eyes are always on us. So when we go to Shirdi, even if we are within thousands of people waiting for the Baba, he knows we are there. He always treats us very specially. He knows when we come to Shirdi, and he knows what we are doing. He never neglects his children. He has endless traits, endless. I can't stop talking about them, and the video will go on and it will never stop. But he makes us calm. He helps us get through things, and he really, really loves each child, and he always treats them very specially. So in next chapter, in the next part of this chapter, Gauli Buba's experience, which we'll be doing in the next clip, we'll be reading about story of Gauli Buba and his love for Baba. Then we have the appearance of Vitthala as a blessing to Daskaru. So stay tuned and we'll be back.